We usually think of laws as being about the here and now. They grant rights or they deny them, but it's all happening today. But what if a law's real power wasn't about the present at all, but about a promise it makes for the future? Well, this story is about exactly that, a law that doesn't give you belonging right away, but instead it offers this incredible hope to a generation that hasn't even been born yet.
Yeah, so often in history, law has been used to build walls, right? It's a tool for separation. It's how societies define who's in and who's out. And those boundaries, man, they can last for generations. It can be this really definitive, uncrossable line in the sand.
But what if a law could be something totally different? I mean, not a wall, but more like a bridge to the future. Not a way to exclude people, but a vessel for actual hope. Today, we're going to explore a law that does exactly that. It's a law that works like a promise.
So let's set the scene. Picture this. We're in ancient Israel. There's a big community assembly, and a new law is about to be read out loud. But if you look closely, you can see this isn't just one big happy group. There's a really clear social divide. You've got the community, and then you've got the outsiders, all waiting to hear what's going to happen to them.
And that distance between them, you can feel it. It's palpable. On one side, you have the heart of the assembly. You've got Josiah the elder, Reuben, who's kind of skeptical of everything, and Tamara, the compassionate one. And then, way over on the other side, kind of standing at the edge of the crowd, are the outsiders. There's Elijah, the grandfather, his son David, and his little grandson Isaac, who's just a kid playing in the dust, totally unaware of how big this moment is.
So all eyes turn to the elder, Josiah. He's standing on a small hill. The sun is catching this ancient scroll in his hands, and a total hush just falls over the crowd as he unrolls it. I mean, this moment right here holds the future for everyone, but especially for that family on the fringe.
Josiah's voice just rings out, super clear and steady. And right away, you hear this tension. On one hand, there's this command for justice and kindness, a reminder that, hey, they were once strangers too. But on the other hand, there's this command to preserve their own identity, to, maintain the purity of the community. It just leaves this massive question hanging in the air. Which one is it going to be?
And that's the question, isn't it? Is this new law just going to make the existing walls even higher and basically write this family separation into stone? Or, against all the odds, could it actually open a door to a future they never even dreamed was possible?
Josiah pauses for a second. His eyes sweep over the crowd, and they linger for just a moment on that outsider family. See, he's not done. He keeps reading from the scroll, and he's about to reveal the most critical, the most completely unexpected part of this new law. He reads a single number, 3. The crowd is just silent. What on earth could that mean? The number just kind of hangs there in the air, full of unspoken meaning.
And boom, there it is, the big reveal. It's not a no, never. It's a yes, but later. The law actually sets a timeline for belonging. Full inclusion, full rights. They're not for the people standing there today, but for their descendants. Specifically, the third generation.
And this introduces this really fascinating idea, deferred belonging. Think about it. It's a promise that's made to the future. It recognizes the separation that exists right now, but it plants a seed, a guarantee of integration down the road. It's a law that literally operates across time.
So let's make this real. Let's apply it to the family we've been watching. Elijah, the grandfather, he's the first generation, the stranger. He's never going to fully belong. His son, David, who was born in this land, he's the second generation. He too is going to live his life on the outside. But his son, that little boy playing in the dust, Isaac, he's the third generation. He is the promise made flesh.
So as you can imagine, this proclamation sends this wave of really complex emotions rippling through the crowd. This isn't some simple decree, it's a profound statement about the future of their entire community, and everybody is reacting differently.
I mean, you can just feel the range of responses. The community starts murmuring, they're not sure what to think. Reuben, our skeptic, is visibly shocked. This is not the total exclusion he was probably expecting. Tamara, the compassionate one, she offers this quiet little smile. And for the outsiders, wow, the reaction is even deeper. Elijah's weary face, you see a flicker of hope, and his wife Sarah, she's moved to tears.
But maybe the most powerful reaction of all is David's. He's the bridge, right, between the past and the future. And he has to process this brutal truth that this promise isn't for him. That door is going to stay closed for his entire lifetime. But at the exact same time, he feels this overwhelming sense of pride and hope for his little boy at his feet. He kneels down and he whispers to little Isaac, "Do you hear, my son? Your sons, they will be able to." And in that one quiet moment, you get everything. The sacrifice of one generation for the next, the personal pain of being left out, and the profound hope for a future you know you'll never get to see.
So what's the real nature of this law then? At the end of the day, it's not about keeping people out forever. It's about creating a structured, predictable path to inclusion. It totally transforms the law from being a static wall into a dynamic process. It becomes a law of hope.
And the focus of this whole scene, this entire law, it ultimately settles on this one small child, Isaac, who has no idea what any of these words mean, has just become the living, breathing embodiment of a promise. His very existence is now a countdown to a future where the lines that divide this community will finally be erased.
And that leaves us with a really powerful question to think about. For the ones who will never see it fulfilled, like Elijah and David, what does a promise like this even mean? Is a guarantee of justice for your grandkids enough to give you hope today? Is a promise deferred still a promise kept? That's something worth chewing on.